G'day, I'm Nisbet from Automation Group, and I'm here to show you the LS1 from Waterwatch, which is a water level monitor in the application of monitoring stagnant water and settling water for mosquito management. So the requirement from the council, they have areas where water collects after rain and doesn't seep out, and they want to monitor the level of those areas to time the appropriate time to treat the areas for mosquitoes. So this just shows how simple it is to put one of these devices into an application like this. They've simply done a simple wooden bracket on a metal star picket and put it straight into the ground. And that's literally all you need to do in this application, and commonly used by a number of local councils. Here is our LS1. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to configure in this scenario. So we take our mag swipe and we swipe down the right hand side and connect with our app. Search for sensors, and we've connected to our sensor here. Now, being a cellular device, this is talking on the cellular network, this particular model, and I can take a refresh reading of the level and a test of the network strength. If I hit this refresh button, the ultrasonic will take a reading without my foot in the bottom. It gives me 1.324 meters. I can grab my trusty tape measure and simply measure that to the ground and make sure that we're calibrated correctly. There we can go. We measure up to the edge of the black and the grey is the point we're measuring to, and we've got 1.32 meters. So we know we're right. Now I'm going to test the signal back to the network, going into network and clicking start test. That sends a message back to the server, and in 30 seconds time the phone will go and check with the server to see how strong that signal is. You can see a little timer counting down from 30 seconds to tell us where we're going. So you can see in this area I've picked a spot which has got a bit of flat ground underneath. That's important. If you get vegetation, things like that, it is going to give you some false readings. So we always recommend making sure it's a nice flat surface below the sensor. Here we go, our test has come back. Test complete, good coverage. We can also go back onto the server, go into the portal if we like, and see exactly what that signal strength was. Now we can schedule the readings. So we're going to schedule. At the moment, this is turned off. That's how it comes out of the box, so it's not transmitting and wasting your battery. So we'll go into that setting and we're going to pick basic telemetry. We could also pick alarm only, so it doesn't report unless it gets an alarm, or customize it completely. So basic telemetry for now. It's going to read that level every 5 minutes, and it's going to transmit that to the server every 2 hours, all those 5-minute readings. So I'll hit apply on that. So now I'm going to set up the alarms for this site. So I'll just go into the alarm section. We can set up a high level alarm, turn that on. Now it's important to know the alarm distance is the distance from that same point to the alarm point. So say our alarm is this point here, and we measure that from the top. You'll obviously see, I'm just going to do a rough measurement just to show you the point. So that says 500 mil. So I'm going to set that high alarm at 0.5 meters. So it's the distance from that same point to my alarm point. I'm going to go another 500 below that and set a low level alarm at 1.0 meters. So that's 1 meter from the sensor. I'm also going to set a rapid change alarm. So say I know that as the infiltration from the tide comes into this area, it will rise over 5 centimeters or something like that. So we can set a rapid change for a rise of 0.05 meters. So it now will alarm if we have a rapid change over that period of more than 0.05 meters. So I'm going to apply that. All these alarm settings, incidentally, we can also change back in the portal. So we don't have to do them now, but you will need to take the measurements so you know where they are. We can also record its location. So if I hit record on the location and apply, it will mark that on the map, and we'll be able to see that on our PC later. And that's pretty much it to set up from scratch. Very simple installation. You just need to know your heights from the sensor to the ground and the points which you need to alarm. You can do everything else in detail back on the computer.